everyone, this is going to be a Lady Morgana hair and makeup tutorial, and this was requested by Megan, so I hope you enjoy this. And remember that if you have your own requests, you can leave them as a comment or by emailing me. And I also have planned a Lady Edith tutorial from Downton Abbey because I know some of you wanted to see that one. I'm sorry I left her out. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you want to learn how to do this hair and makeup, then keep watching. And I'm sorry there haven't been new videos recently. It's because I've been doing exams, so I've been really busy, and also I tried filming a video but the lighting wasn't right when I watched it back, so I'm going to redo that. So hopefully the lighting looks better in this video. Let me know what you think. So thank you for watching, and here it is. Okay, so the first thing is that she has really pale, flawless skin, so I'm going to use this foundation here. This is a L'Oreal one that's a bit too pale that I would use on a day-to-day basis, but it's perfect for this look. So just use a foundation brush. Just going to apply it all over. This looks really pale now on camera. Never mind. Just blend it back towards your hairline so that we don't have any streaks and that it's all even. Once you're happy with your foundation, you can go ahead and put some concealer on any blemishes or under your eyes. I'm actually going to leave my eyes a little bit dark like they are naturally, because in the picture that I'm using, hers are a little bit dark as well, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Next, I'm going to lightly powder with a loose powder. This is a Natural Collection one, and just a normal powder brush. Just pop a little bit on and lightly dust it on your face. You don't want to go for that really chalky look, but just so that you're not shiny either. Now she has really kind of sculpted features and really defined face, so what we're going to do is some contouring, and all you need to do is to take a blusher brush and a bronzer of your choice and just pop a little bit. You don't want to go overboard and look like you have massive brown streaks on your face, but just suck your cheekbones in, and then you're going to powder in the hollows of your cheeks, and that's just going to emphasise them a bit more. So you just want to bring it up towards your temples. And you can also do this along your jawline to make it more defined too. And then just do the same on the other side. Once you're happy with that, go ahead and grab some blusher. Hers is quite a pink toned one, so I'm going to use this kind of colour. Again with your blusher brush, and just smile and pop it on the apples of your cheeks. Now her eyebrows are really quite defined and dark, and they're not overly groomed either, they're actually quite thick and long. So take an eyeshadow that's slightly darker than your natural hair colour, and just pop it on a liner brush like this. That's what I'm going to do. I'll just zoom in a bit so you can see. Okay, and then all you're going to do is run the brush through your natural eyebrows very lightly, not so that you can see massive dark lines through it. This is just going to darken them up and thicken them out a bit as well. And if yours are a little bit short, you can extend them out a bit as well. So you can just see that compared to this eyebrow here, this one just looks more defined and darkened and a bit thicker as well. You can just blend it a bit with your finger, just soften it out a little bit more. And then repeat with the other eyebrow. Now for her eye makeup, I'm going to use the same eyeshadow that I used on my eyebrows. So that's this dark one here, if you can see. And I'm actually going to use a blending brush like this because I don't want to pack the colour on. I just want a really light dusting of colour. So you could choose any natural colour for your lids. I'm just using this one because it was out. But I would make sure that it's matte, so you don't want a lot of shimmer on your eyelids for this look. Now she has quite defined eyes, and she definitely has eyeliner on, so I'm using this Urban Decay one. You can tell I like it because there's hardly any of it left. So I'll zoom in a bit closer. And what we're going to do is we're going to line underneath the eyes, just very gently, all along. I'm actually going to go right into this inner corner bit. So you should get something like that. And then we're also going to line the top. Now this doesn't have a really thick line, so try and keep this close to your lashes as possible. So what I would do is just gently pull here, and then close to your lashes, just run it gently. You don't have massively thick lines, so just keep it as close to the lashes as possible. And instead of drawing one long line, try to do little movements and then join them up. Doesn't matter if you make a little mistake because we can smudge it out and they'll all disappear. And again, we're going to go right to the inner corner for this. So I made a couple of mistakes in the line. That's no problem because we can just take, where's it gone? A liner brush like this one, and then a black eyeshadow of any one, doesn't really matter. And what we can just do is run it along the line that we created and just smudge it, and that's just going to get rid of any mistakes. Like that. Just to smoke it out a little bit, I'm going to take that same dark brown eyeshadow and on a blending brush this time. And what I'm going to do is just run it underneath where we had the black liner. Start at the root and wiggle it up to the tip. Now for the lips, the picture that I'm using that this look is inspired by, she had red lipstick on. So I'm going to use this one called Red Devil by 17. And just take a lip liner brush first, because ideally you would use a red liner to line your lips first. I don't use red very often, so I wouldn't make the purchase of a red lip liner. But you can just use a brush first, because with dark colours it can be really easy to make them look messy. So if you use a liner, it's just going to make it look a bit neater. So what you need to do is basically paint around your natural lip shape. Then you can go ahead and fill it in. And just check that you haven't gone over any of your edges. So this is my finished Lady Morgana makeup, and stay tuned if you want to see how I'm going to do her hair for this tutorial. Okay, so I went ahead and put my hair in a centre parting and sprayed it with some heat protectant whilst my curling irons, or tongs, whatever you call them, were heating up. And I've set mine quite high. Mine are at 190 because my hair's quite thick, so just find that creates better curls. So what you want to do is to section off your hair. I usually just take it like you're going to do a half up, half down look. Keep it in place. These have a clamp on them. But I don't actually usually use it now because I think you get nicer curls. They don't have that kind of crispy, kind of squash look to them as much. And the ones you buy now come with that heat protectant glove. But I just use my hands very carefully. So she has quite tight, regular curls. They don't have that kind of beachy, wavy look to them. So you want to have quite a small section of hair and wrap it tightly around the barrel, and then just hold it for about, I don't know, a few seconds. Depends how thick your hair is and how well it curls. So this is the first one. I think I'm going to do it a bit tighter and hold it a bit longer because that's not quite as probably not as tight as hers are. But this is just the bottom layer, so it doesn't really matter too much because we're only really going to see the top bit. You just want to do the bottom bit so that it doesn't look way longer than the rest of your hair. So I went ahead and did the rest of my hair except these last couple of pieces here. So for the top layer I've been using much smaller sections than I started off with, maybe about half an inch across. And it's the same technique, just round the barrel and then holding it just a little bit longer, and this is just going to get the tighter curls that she has. And then if you find that your hair is a little bit frizzy, like your curls aren't perfect looking, then what you can do afterwards is just use a like smoothing gel stuff or like gloss serum or something just to go through it, but you don't want to really run your fingers through it and comb them out because you want to keep them pretty tight curls. So you can see that these like ones here are much tighter than the ones I started off doing, and that's fine because the ones at the bottom aren't really seen that much. Okay, so as I was saying before, if your curls, some of them look a little bit like you've got frizzy bits here, then just take, what's this? De-frizz texturising polish, anything that kind of smooths that will do. You don't need much of this product. And then just rub it between your fingers, and then you don't really want to brush through the curls too much. Just kind of, if you can, pat it down and scrunch them a bit to get rid of the frizz rather than like really combing through it, because we want to keep them really tight and bouncy rather than those beachy waves. And then finish off with some hairspray. This is just a Tresemme one. Now in the picture that this look was from, she had a crown on. I obviously didn't have a crown, but some of the other looks that I saw, she just had the front couple bits pinned back, so just get a couple of curvy grips if you want to do this. You can leave it like this and that's totally fine, but she just had like the first bit just pulled back. Then just grab your grips, make sure it's lying flat. So this is my finished Lady Morgana look from Merlin. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and this was a request video, so remember you can leave your own requests by leaving a comment or emailing me. All the details will be at the end of this video or in the little box below. Please comment if you like this video or like it, and remember to subscribe so you can see when I put new videos up, because I've got some new ideas planned for future videos. So see you soon in my next video, and I hope you're having a good day. Bye guys!